I'm privileged enough to get to review a lot of amazing blasters and blasters that a lot of people would have a hard time getting their hands on. And part of that is why I don't think I'll ever stop appreciating just going through a Walmart, seeing a blaster like this with all this value for $11 Canadian and think, I want to try that out. So let's try this out. Here we go. So this is actually a Busby blaster sold under the Adventure Force brand. The Busby logo is hidden by the packaging, but you could also tell because this is a very Busby style magazine. I noticed that they have darts that are basically almost clones of the Dart Zone Adventure Force green waffles. Interesting. This blaster likely has to be primed in order to insert the magazine. Well, let me check. Yeah, that's pretty normal. So I prime this back, put that magazine in, and then slide the bolt forward and down. And the bolt locks into place. It actually has a rotating bolt. That's kind of cool. This blaster is not going to win any ergonomics awards for an adult. It was $11, but what a super, super value gift to pick up for a kid out of the blue, or for a party gift, or a birthday gift, or something like that, or just to make a kid's day. It's plenty long enough for them. For the adult, it's a bit short. Oh, there we go. I forgot how to hold it. So, it's very, very short. When I take aim, squeeze the trigger. The trigger pull is actually kind of strong, which is a bit weird. Pull that back, put it back in place. Let's try another one. You can actually hear, I don't know if you can hear the spring. I'm having to do quite a bit of compressing on that for it to fire. That's a pretty hard trigger pull. I feel like a kid is probably going to like wiggle this all around before they actually manage to squeeze it and fire. I'd have to open it up to know why that is like it is, and I'm probably not going to do that. But you get a blaster that any kid, once they get used to having to prime it to put the magazine in, that is not natural to any kid, I can tell you after running a whole bunch of parties. But once they figure that out, they're probably going to like it. It's going to feel very snipery to them, very cool. Even to me, I'm like, that's kind of neat. And the power of this, I'll put it through the chronograph here in a second, but the power feels like it's in probably the mid 70s somewhere, which again, not bad. A lot of value for 11 bucks. 8-round mag, 8 darts. Hard to complain. I almost forgot to mention, it also comes with a sight that really does complement the look. I won't be using this for shooting it because I rarely use sights. It's a pretty small hole to see through. It is definitely just to look tactical. I don't know how you would use slam fire, but let's see if it has it. No. I'm gonna one-hand this so you can see and use the camera to aim, which is the worst. But as you can see, I was right on target. I mean, I'm pretty close to. Pretty good. Let's check out the chronograph. I was lazy. I didn't actually film the chronographing, but when I got an 80, I just had to show it. That's pretty darn good. I only took 3 or 4 shots. I got a 71, a 75, another 75, and an 80. So there you have it. Not a bad little blaster. A lot of Busby blasters do have this push button release to the mag. It certainly does not gravity drop, that's for sure. All in all though, I show this blaster because this isn't even thrifted. This is brand new. It's very inexpensive. I get a lot of comments from people saying they wish they could play more. They wish they had people to play with. This blaster is so inexpensive. Save up, get a couple of these. Give one to your friend. Have an extra one as a loaner. You can have just as much fun playing games with a blaster like this as you can with a Pew Pew or any other crazy blaster. It's all very fun. And I do truly, truly, truly believe that. I'm not sure this blaster has a whole lot of mod potential. You could definitely do some sort of 3D printed solution to put a bumper on this stock to extend that out. This little bolt, it doesn't have any rotation or anything. It's just kind of hollow plastic in here, so you probably wouldn't do a whole lot to that, but it's designed in a way to be pretty rigid. The blaster shell itself has paint on both sides, has a lot of little like greebles and little bumps and ridges and stuff like that that a kid might think is cool. And you know what, despite the pretty long barrel, it is wide enough that it really didn't seem to slow the darts down a whole lot. And you know what, it also seemed to shoot really straight. So I'm gonna give this pretty good marks for an $11 Canadian toy. I wouldn't call it the ultimate loner blaster for any sort of club starting up, just because getting kids used to using magazines is not the easiest thing in the world. You have to actually prime it before you can release the mag. But as a gift to a kid that they're gonna own this blaster and get used to it, or maybe loan it to the same friend over and over again, I would definitely recommend this. That's one of the things I love about Nerf. There are an awful lot of things in this world that are too expensive for a lot of people to do. I know it's not possible for everyone, but I feel like the joy of getting out and shooting some foam with your friends is pretty achievable for a good amount of people, as far as hobbies go anyway. So if you've ever seen this at Walmart and wondered how good can it be for 11 bucks, the answer is, it can be pretty good. All right, I'll be back at you next time with maybe something a little crazier, or you know what, maybe something even less expensive. Who knows? I love it all.